You know how there's always a little bit of frustration surrounding the Oscars? Yeah, I figured I didn't need to remind you of that. So, the Oscars. Man, I love them. They're just so good. That might be why we're making this, even though we already put out an Oscar-themed episode. If you keep up with the show, you already know this, but last year's was focused on the inherently subjective nature of the Academy and ways in which they set out to mend that. In a nutshell. You can check out the full episode right here if you want to know more. But anyway, this episode is going in a little bit of a different direction. This might be just me, but there are a myriad of reactions I might have to a film, like, that's Oscar fodder for sure. Or, looks like Daniel Day-Lewis has another golden statue headed his way. Or, screw you, Academy, Inside Out was the best movie of the year. Okay, I'm getting off topic, but the point is, I've been geared to review a movie based on its chances at the Oscars. And I'm wondering, do filmmakers know that? Are they making decisions solely to better their chances at taking home a golden statue? Because regardless of anyone's inner desire to create film as art, the fact of the matter is, there's a game to be played. Do filmmakers find themselves just playing the game? Let me tell you what I mean. Do you ever notice that most of the movies that end up on Oscar ballots tend to be released around the same time? Movies that got some real love earlier in the year tend to be forgotten. People say, oh, that came out way too early to get any Oscar attention. Which shouldn't matter. A movie should be recognized because of its merit, not because of how close to the Oscars its release date falls. So although this seems like such an unimportant part of a movie's ceremonial recognition, it is a part. And it makes a difference, which is the entire point. People are smart. They know what works and will make those kinds of moves if it gives them an upper hand. Here's another thought. Let's look at the Best Actor category from the year 2015. I don't think it would be naive of me to say that the frontrunners in that category for that year were Michael Keaton for Birdman and Eddie Redmayne for The Theory of Everything. I know there were several people that thought Keaton absolutely deserved that award. Jeremy. I personally was hashtag Team Redmayne the whole way, but did any of them doubt that Eddie would take home the Oscar? No, it was pretty much a done deal. And that's nothing against Eddie Redmayne or Stephen Hawking, but was it because of what Redmayne brought to the screen for that character? I mean, he really did do an absolutely fantastic job. If you haven't seen the movie, you definitely should check it out. But one could argue that the reason he won that award was because of the character that Redmayne portrayed. Stephen Hawking, a man diagnosed with ALS, overcoming all odds and becoming arguably the most recognized theoretical physicist in history. Did Eddie Redmayne deserve recognition for his performance? Absolutely. Did he deserve it more than anyone else? Well, that I don't know. Okay, one more thought. Source material. This year, Moonlight is getting some pretty heavy buzz. And really for good reason. It's an excellent film. But the content just happens to contain two extremely socially relevant topics in our society today. We can also look back a few years to American Sniper to see a film containing some pretty controversial themes. Now, I don't want to go accusing Barry Jenkins or Clint Eastwood of creating films just because they knew they would get noticed, but by content alone, these movies are primed to get some Oscar buzz. And without assuming any artist is using these tactics to ensure his film some love at the Academy Awards, it does make one wonder if that would be a mindset directors, producers, and actors could fall into. Of course they want to get recognition for their craft. Artists by nature create because they feel that what they create will change the hearts of those who receive it. But should the value of that art be assessed based on how successful it is at an annual award ceremony? Probably not. And I think that the great directors, producers, and actors don't make decisions based on that. But directors, producers, and actors do feel pressure for their films to succeed. And many times decisions are made in response to that pressure. So it seems as if the mere presence of the Academy Awards ceremony has steered filmmaking towards a competition rather than an art form. Producers figured out that there's a specific chunk of time that works best for movies to be released to get an Oscar recognition. And there are certain types of characters that the Academy voters will be drawn to. Throw in a controversial or socially relevant topic and boom! You've earned yourself a ticket to the Academy Awards. But hey, I'm just a guy still sour about Inside Out not getting a Best Picture nomination. Let's hear your thoughts on the topic.